I don't think Africans should be calling themselves black. We have the most genetic diversity in the African continent, and we're reducing it to a skin color. That's a mockery of us as an African peoples. I would rather us call each other with our tribes, actually, than with our skin color. Like, it just bases us all to one level when there's so much to learn from us. Our history, our traditions, our spiritualities have been lost because of this. And I know it has a lot to do with American influence, but that is not our story, especially for the Africans who we've been here all our life. Yes, we can empathize because we've all gone through some form of colonization, slavery, being segregated. But especially as a Kenyan woman, I think we should focus on us. I think we should focus on not integration yet with the larger society, but integration with ourselves, understanding of ourselves and our culture. Yeah, those are my thoughts for today. Have a lovely weekend, and yeah, bye. Yap session today. See ya.
Now, people, you are all members of the same race, the human race, which started with black women between 300,000. White folks, you don't like it, but all you are is faded blacks. That's the way it is. Every one of you, if you trace your DNA back far enough, you're going to find that some of your DNA came from Africa, because we all have the same ancestor back there, every single one of us. And those of you who think you don't have are obviously from outer space. Now, that means that every one of us is a 30th to 50th cousin to every other person in this room. So I want you to turn to the person on your left or your right or behind or in front of you, stick out your hand and say, "Hi, cousin." Now, will every person in this room who considers himself or herself a biracial person stand? Don't you stand. Don't you stand. People, we have to get rid of the language of racism. Words are important, people. Words matter. You have to be careful how you use them, and you have to refuse to tolerate these ugly words being used in your presence.
Honestly, I need to also understand. Someone should actually help me understand, because I don't know why all of this, I'm black, I'm not black, happening within the African community this time around, not even the black community, like the black Americans, right? Yes, definitely, we've seen different videos of black American people coming out to be like, do not associate me with saying I am African black Americans, I am black American. But now seeing Africans now reacting and saying that, oh, they are also not black, someone should also make me understand. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sonia, and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If it's the first time tuning, do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. Thank you so much for always coming to support me. I do not take you guys for granted. Thank you for over 2,000 subscribers, and if you've not hit on our subscribe button, please do what to hit on our subscribe button so that we can get to 3,000 subscribers. Anyways, I have a lot of clips for you guys that I'm going to roll out. Probably, if you have anything you need to make me understand in the comment section, because at this point, I'm still confused, to be honest, and I don't want to be confused. I don't want to be lost. I want to know why Africans are coming out now to say, don't identify me with black. Let's do it by tribalism. Let's do it by tribe. Let's do it by region. Let that make sense. My head is whining. Let me go ahead and roll out the clips. Every videos and stitches you see in our videos credit belongs to the original creators of this video. And let's dive right into the gist of the day.
Caribbeans are not black and shouldn't be celebrated during Black History Month. Now that I got your attention, I'm going to explain why this is incorrect. So to sum it up, I am in this group chat with some high school friends, you could say, and long story short, I guess they weren't happy about the Black History Month assembly, and they voiced their opinion. I guess they didn't like the fact that this dance group called Creative Movement went up on stage and they were shaking their behinds or whatever to Afrobeats and dance hall, and she said that actually has nothing to do with Black History Month, which is a celebration of black culture, and black as in Since I am from a Caribbean descent, I said that she sounded ignorant, and I proceeded to tell her that African and West Indian culture is very important to Black history. Yes, Caribbean and Black culture are two different things, but at the end of the day, we're still the same thing and we're Black. Both went through oppression, both went through discrimination, both went through slavery. Like, let's talk about it. Then she proceeds to say, Tiana, you're quite literally Caribbean American, not African American. Last time I checked, when I go to apply for a job or fill out any papers, I check off Black African American. Then this person also continues to say that Caribbean American History Month is in June and that we have a whole month to ourselves and to stop colonizing their month. Black History Month is not only to celebrate African Americans, but it's to celebrate all Black people and their achievements that helped contribute to Black history. Now, I'm not the smartest person, but I know enough about my history to educate others. And it says here that Black Jamaicans have made a significant contribution to Black history. Let me know if y'all want a part 2.
If you are African, you are not Black. Yes, sweetie, you're very correct. Africa is its own race, and our racial identifying skin color is blue. But during the day, we morph into this brown skin tone so that people will not see us as aliens. But if you want to truly know who an African is, turn off the lights or come and look at them when it's dark, and you'll see the blue skin tone glow. So yeah, Africans are not Black. We are blue. Yeah.
All right, so now gingers think that they're Black, and I'm not sure why this is going around social media. Maybe they just realized that the Irish bloodline has Black in it, and many other bloodlines have Black in it because we're all from the Black races, and we have no idea where white people came from. They don't really know how that happened. They say it's because of the Blacks moving into the colder regions, which doesn't make any sense because there's dark-skinned people in Alaska and Russia. Russians were dark-skinned, and the Japanese were dark-skinned, the Chinese were dark-skinned. So that doesn't make any sense. The point is, it doesn't matter what color your skin is. And I don't understand the obsession with gingers now saying, oh God, thank you, I'm Black. I'm so glad because it makes sense now. What makes sense? I mean, like, it doesn't matter what color your skin is, but you're clearly white. If you have white skin, that means you're white. If you have Black skin, then you're Black-skinned. Help me understand. The gingers are most likely when the albino gene popped up, and suddenly you have from very dark-skinned people, Black-skinned people, you have red hair. That's the next stage that Black goes into, from Black to red to orange to yellow to white. That's the color wheel. So naturally, if you have an albino mating with a Black person, you're going to have red hair, naturally. And they're going to possibly have white skin and maybe freckles. So, just spread all that out all over the world, and you've got all these different shades and colors and people who bring different things to the table because they're a different little combination, different little goodie bag of DNA, and that's what makes life great, But this obsession with, I'm so glad that I'm not what I am because I hate what I am, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Did you see that particular clip I played for you guys? Someone actually said, no, don't worry, we are blue. We are pink. If you know why all of this is happening, let me know because I'm still confused. Like some persons will gallantly tell you that I'm unapologetic about it. You dare not call me Black. This is coming from Africans. That's the annoying part. Now, what do I call myself? I'm brown, or I'm purple, or I'm pink? When do we learn to understand that this Black race started from not even the centuries of today? Is it social media that is confusing a lot of things, or some people are getting research that is actually mixing up a whole lot? I'm not arguing with you so that you don't come for me. But do you think that when you see someone from African, when you see Black Americans, what do you identify them as? Because even some Black Americans are saying you do not identify their color as Black. So do we call them blue, or do we call them lemon or orange color? What is happening? Internet has taken over the world, and research is making a lot of people don't understand. Let me go ahead and roll out the other clips I have for you guys. I'll come back with commentaries.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black. Let me ask you a question. Are Moroccans and Egyptians black? Tradition, our history, our culture are so much more different compared to these other countries that are actually black. Josh Bill, if you're not black, what are you? I'm Somali. Let me ask you a question. If you were to see a very dark Indian man, would he be identified as a black person or just an Indian?
Bro, come on, bro. You're making me really look bad. Now what the hell wrong with you, man? These children are crazy up in here. Listen, bro. If you have black skin color, you are black. You don't see my face. You don't see your own face. What's going on? Somalis are black. They are both African and black. They are African because Somalia is in Africa. And they are black because we have black skin color. Black is not an... Being black is not a race. It's not an ethnicity. It's a skin color. So if you have black skin color, you are black. I don't care what country you're from. India, Pakistan, Tajikistan. I don't care. It does not matter. If you have black skin color, you are just black. You cannot decide what skin color you have. You just have it. And that's it. These people you are showing and saying, these Moroccans black? These are not native Moroccans or Egyptians. These are the native Moroccans. Have you ever seen them? These are the native Egyptians. You don't see, and you will never see them because they don't show. They will never show you. You don't understand what's going on in this world. You're just talking. Learn. Don't just talk. Learn. Somalis are black, and ethnically they are part of Cushitic group. Afar, Oromo, Somalis, all this group. This guy is from Afro. It's an Afro guy. These guys are Oromos. I am a Somali. Do you see the difference? I don't. So I don't understand what you guys are trying to find. You are just trying to be someone else. You just trying to be Arabs or something else. I don't understand what's going on up in here.
Just don't show it. But they're, and remember this too. The Asiatic face, by the way, comes from the San people from South Africa. You saw the way Mandela looked like a black Chinese man?
Yes.
That's where all Asians come from. The San people, who are the oldest people on the planet from South Africa. Those are those Bushmen, but they look like black Chinese.
Right.
That's where the Chinese look comes from.
With the clicking noise.
That's where the Chinese come from. Yeah. The San people in South Africa. That Asian look is black.
You know there's a difference between race, nationality, and ethnicity, right? You're ethnically African, and your nationality is from which place in Africa you're from. Your race, you're black.
Black is not a nationality. You're black. Like your skin tone, your phenotype, you're black. Wherever you go, if you go out with a black person from Jamaica, no matter where in America, they're just gonna see that y'all black. You're black because your phenotype. Your
skin tone is black.
You're black.
Your nationality is the place in Africa which you're from. Your ethnicity is African.
Black is not a nationality or anything. Black is a race. I'm so sorry to tell you use black. I'm so.
Let me also add, if we were all taken to go to the police, they would see us as black. They don't care where you're from. You're black.
You are a black.
This whole
person.
point is to bring everybody together, not to separate us. The different words we use to describe us doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, we're all the same. We all have the same struggles.
You're all black. I'm so sorry. You're black.
They can make him sound crazy because he's black.
Nick, what you care about crazy?
No,
and by the way, we're not black. How about that? We're not black, nigga. We're Indian.
Yeah.
We're Native American.
Yeah.
How many of y'all grandmothers got Indian in your family?
Yeah, I'm first. Period. I'm Indian.
Wait a second, but what happened to the Indian? We black. Show me black on the planet.
He's
Why you stop
Australian
recording?
left. He knows the fucking shit.
Why you sound crazy?
Because my phone is down.
Nah, because you think I sound crazy.
No, you don't sound crazy. You sound fucking legit.
I'm still recording.
You're talking
Thank
truth. You're talking truth.
We not black. Race was made up.
You're talking truth.
Race is made up.
Yeah, with the brown eyes.
Show me black. Show me black on the planet.
It was here first.
Show me black. Everybody else, they European. They Australian. They Chinese. They Japanese. Show me black on the planet. We marginalized.
They told us we was black and that the real natives of this land was the Indians that look like the Indians that come from India. But if y'all would ever go to Mississippi, you know the places they try to hide the most, you'll see black people that actually look like Indians with long flowing hair, just like the people from India, but they're black. They have a lot of melanin in their skin. They're dark skinned. As a matter of fact, most of my cousins are Indians. They are real Indians, Choctaw Indians, but they told us no. And if you say this to somebody, this is just how brainwashed that they have people believing that you're black, like they just made this up. That if you even say this to them that, hey, no, I'm actually a Choctaw Indian, that they will debate with you and even start to tell you how you're nothing but a slave. And I'm talking about some of my own people have done this. And even want to go as far as to say that, oh, well, you need to take a test to prove this. Like, come on now, be for real. They tricked you. They didn't want to give you any resources to this land, so they lied to you and they made you feel like you were black. You're not indigenous to this land. You weren't here first. There were people here before you, but how could that be? What if they actually, what if we are the Indians that they were talking about? We were already here and they came over with their boats and they took people from here and they spreaded them out all over the world. What if they did that? You're not going to tell me that they took everybody from Africa and everybody that looks like me with melanin in their skin, that they brought them on a boat from Africa. Yeah, right. Come on now. Let's start with the fairy tale. Maybe they brought some people over here, but I'm telling you, some people were already here. As a matter of fact, a lot of people were already here. But every time they show Mississippi as being a slave state, nothing but slaves, and, you know, this certain look of people. But if I can only just show you pictures of my cousins and what they look like, you'll see how these people lied. They straight lied to us, okay?
Anyways, I did some of my few research, and here is what I actually came up with. And let's just juggle these things that I've jotted together as one. Now, what does being black mean? Being black African is not a standard phrase. Black Africans refers to a black person with ancestral origin in the African continent, encompassing people native to Africans and those of African descendants who are first-generation immigrants. The term black and African are distinct. Black describe a racial group which shares physical traits, while African is a geographical demony identifying people from the continent of Africa. The term refers to a race of people identified by a shared history and physical trait, negotiably dark brown skin. The capitalized from reflects that it has become a bordered cultural and political terms, particularly in United States. Now, what is the term African itself? This is a geographical ethnic identifier for people from African continents. Black is a broad category that includes people of African descendants from anywhere in the world, such as Black Americans, Black Caribbean people, Black people from the continent of Africa. African is a more specific to people whose origin in Africa. For example, an African American is a Black person with an ancestral roots in Africa, while an immigrant from Kenya is known as African. Why Black can refer to a shared experience of racism and a commitment to fighting it, especially within the African diaspora. African acknowledge a connection to the diverse culture, history, and people of African continents. referring to all black people as Africans, can erase the rich and distinct identity of culture of various communities within the diaspora, such as those from the Caribbean or other African nations. What does being black mean? Let me know in the comment section, because a lot of people are getting it the wrong way. That's the truth. Really, when you go to their comment section to see what is happening there, you know that a lot of things is being heard the wrong way. But anyways, that's my own thought and little research I can make. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What does being black mean? Why are Africans now coming out to say they are not blacks? Do not call them blacks. What color do we call them? Let me know in the comment section. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. And yes, with no further ado, I do like I say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye. I love you guys. Mwah.